Hello, everyone. It's Coach Mo Faul here for a dirty little thief problem. Of all the things that I work with my clients on, there's a list of common problems that the women we encounter in our career clarity calls have that we fix in our workshop. And I want to talk about one of them in a way that maybe is not talked about that often. And from time to time, we have to boil things down into what's really going on. And our jobs are important. They're important for financial security, freedom, a feeling of contribution, a feeling of significance and connection in the world, and that our natural gifts and talents are being played out in this life. So that gives us a deep, deep sense of satisfaction. Jobs are important. Work is important. And so what happens so often is we get hung up on this one thing. And if you don't know my work, I am career coach Mo Faul. I am America's kick-ass career coach, maybe the world's. I don't know. Maybe I'm going for globalness here. I help our ladies in our 12-week transformational workshop transform their soul so that they can bring their highest version of themselves to their job or to a new job and totally up-level their career. Most of our ladies make massive career changes in just 12 short weeks. And as many of them say when they are graduating from the 12-week program, hey, Mo, I didn't realize I was also going to have such massive life changes. You're more than a career coach. You're a life coach. So I am in deep gratitude for my clients today who share those sentiments, and I'm doing it humbly with you today because it just brings me such great satisfaction and happiness. I spent over 30 years working in the corporate world, making my way up the ladder through the tunnels of career and job growth and promotions and new jobs and interviewing and being transferred and moving, and just about any career issue that I have helped coach a woman over the last 6 years, I've encountered myself. I lived a long 30 years doing my career and making mistakes, taking chances, taking risks, going for jobs that were big and scary, and sometimes getting punched in the face, kicked in the teeth, sexually harassed, ignored, bullied. I mean, you name it. If you're in my workshop, I talk about some of my stories in order to really have some relatable experience and what I want in our clients' futures to not be the things I had to traverse. So why do I say your job is a dirty little thief? Sometimes a level of security with your job is robbing you of a few things. First of all, it may be robbing you of the ability to really play at the highest level, but you may be tucked in and secure. Or maybe you're not even really tucked in, but you're just playing the story of the devil you know is better than the devil you don't. Oh, I cringe when I hear that. That is like the worst possible statement. That's like the worst possible story to have in your life. Oh, thank you, Paula. So that dirty little job is holding you back, and it's stealing from you because it is literally taking your joy, your freedom, your flexibility. Oh, but Mo, I can always go to different appointments and take my kids to their games or their events or the things that they have, as if it's the only job on the planet that you'd be able to do that. So many of our ladies we work with have gotten stuck in this rut, believing that their current job is like the end all be all because they have these 2 or 3 things that are working for them, but there's a list of 30 that aren't. And rather than focus on the 30 that aren't and do something about it and get the heck out of there, they stay for those 2 or 3 little crumbs on the table. And why do we allow a job to basically steal our money, our time, etc.? There's a woman I had a call with a couple of weeks ago, and she is literally making $40,000 less than she could be in the marketplace. How do I know this stuff? Because we work with women in all sectors, in all areas, at all educational, professional levels. We know what the marketplace looks like. And so she was basically like, I don't think so. I kind of know the players here, but she was giving her power up to a male colleague, literally handing it over. You go meet with the boss. You go meet with the boss. You go meet with the boss. Fresh off a divorce. I said to her, I said, look, I have to be the mirror of truth here. You're giving your power over, and you're literally writing a check to your company for $40,000 a year. All for the banner of, I know the people here. You see, that job is a dirty little thief, and you let it be that for you. How many people here watching me live know what I'm talking about, and perhaps have had a job that they knew was less than their playing level, but they stayed in it longer for a false sense of security, perhaps a false sense of knowing the players, perhaps because it was convenient to home. I'm working with a woman right now in the workshop, and she is driving a long way to go to work. And yes, still in this day and age now, driving into her office, it's a long commute, and she's making way below market for what she brings to the table. And yet you see what happens is that she, like so many, are in this rut of what she knows. In this rut of what she knows. But what doesn't transpire is the bank account is getting hit every single day by that job not being enough. And you know what? Here's the other thing. She's not playing at the level that she could be in the marketplace. She's not using all of her gifts and talents. She's not using what she wants to in the work world. And she's feeling like she's playing small and oppressed and shut down. Well, of course, because when you let your job be that dirty little thief taking money out of your pocket, you're likely playing at a level that is below your competency. That's right, Nicole. It's complacency at its finest. And it's not just complacency like I'll kind of coast because I'm at the end of my career. It is a deep, abiding sense of not feeling worthy. When we let anyone or any organization take advantage of us, it's a deep self unworthiness problem. Yes, and then you get frustrated. And then you're not your best self at all. And I've seen so many women be in this situation for so long, they eventually get fired or their job gets eliminated. And you knew it all along, but it's like you didn't take a move. You didn't make your move. So they make their move. So, Khadijah, I would say, please do not quit. Instead, book a call with us. Book a call with us, because I have been public about this before, and I'm going to say it for your sake. When you quit, you are literally seeding in your future a quit mentality, a defeated subconsciousness, and that you basically couldn't do it. And you seal that deal with your future self. I couldn't do it, so I had to quit. To me, it's the best laboratory that we can coach you in. It's a great place for us to help coach you into something different. One of our ladies who just graduated a couple of weeks ago was in a similar situation where she was literally being forced out, performance improvement plan. And when she came right into the workshop, we immediately helped coach her on what to do about that. And so then she was able to effectively push back They didn't keep her on the improvement plan. But what instead happened is it took them about a month to eventually eliminate her role, and therefore she was able to get a bit of severance out of that. Without the proper advising, you might leave not only money on the table, but your future and references and a sense of feeling more powerful. If you quit, you're saying to yourself and your subconsciousness that you can't handle it and you're not worth it. And what's going to happen is there's going to be a backslide. So not only is that job probably costing you money in your current situation, but it's going to cost you even greater money if you quit out of frustration. And we understand this problem, Khadijah. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. We understand it deeply. As a matter of fact, I've been in that situation a few times and navigated it with a coach. I'm a more powerful coach and advisor on these situations because I've been in them. I know exactly what goes on, and I know exactly what the dynamics are with leadership and HR. And you got to navigate it with your power. I think you should book a call with us and see if you're the right fit for our workshop. And if that's the case, then we can definitely help you. If you're a professional woman who is earning a living in the marketplace right now, and you've got something more to offer and you're not able to pull the trigger or get it done, and you're being pushed down and oppressed, you're not going to be able to interview powerfully. You're going to backslide because you've lost your sense of self-power, and quitting just adds insult to that injury. That's the truth. It's a professional opinion of mine, and you need to do something different. So book your clarity call here at this link, mofaul.com/live clarity, and we'll sort it out with you and see if we can help you. If there's a fit there, we'll invite you in the workshop. If not, you'll at least know a little bit more about what's really going on there. That is the exact topic of today's Facebook Live, talking about why your job possibly is the sneakiest little thief. Because so many of us believe that we have to stick around and deal with and accept things, and that it'll never be better somewhere else. I'm going to say this to you on point number 2. Point number 1 is that your job is possibly taking money out of your pocket, and you don't know it because you're not adding it up, and you don't have enough self-worth perhaps to really see what's truly going on. You feel like you have to accept it. Point number 2 is this: feeling that way will rob you of your next career move. Feeling that you are pushed down, put in a corner, taking things in a way that you're accepting less than, is going to ingrain that feeling inside of you, and that's going to be what you take with you. So here's the bad news on this. If you don't change your internal template, if you don't change how you feel about yourself, that problem's going to go right with you. And you're going to attract another organization that's going to have the same energetic template match up with you. It's a universal law. It's a universal law that if you bring the same energetic version of you to the new job, you will attract the same exact dynamics, because you are the maker of it. You are. I know it looks like they are. And those people who are playing the game with you and playing the hand that you feel they're the ones dealing, it's a co-responsible situation. And the guarantee that you can change it is to change you. That may not be what you're interested in hearing. You may want to blame your company and blame your job for being a thief. You may want to do that. But I'm going to tell you this: in order to help you and save you from repeating it over and over again, in order to help lift you up, I'm here to tell you that you're the one who has to stop thieving. You have to stop agreeing to be ripped off in your job and in your career. You have to be the one who says, this is what I'm worth and this is the way we're going to do it. And I'm going to say this to you, without the proper advice and professional strategy, you could do it in such a way that it backfires. As a matter of fact, so many women, just on this simple thing of asking for more money, so many times the way it is done backfires such that that woman will never ask for more money ever again. She feels shamed, put down, put in her place, and she's like, if that's what it's like to ask for more money, I'm not doing it ever again. I just read a study today that one of our clients shared with me a little bit ago, and it confirmed all that I see play out in real life. Harvard Business Review, big fancy publication, why women don't ask and don't get raises and increases when they negotiate their salaries. It's what we change in our workshop. You see, if you keep doing things that you're gonna keep getting the results that you're getting. That's plain and simple truth, not debatable. When you change you, and when you shift and change how you do things in the world, you will have different results. If you decide you're not worth it, if you decide your career is not worth it, you're going to be robbing yourself and your future from literally hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you, like this woman I was talking about earlier, are perhaps making $40,000 less per year, after 10 years of accepting that, that's $400,000. $400,000. In most cities, that buys a house. It buys several cars, and it certainly buys a college education for more than one child. It also is more than what you can put into your 401k every year. So you max out your 401k and have money left over if you do things properly to position yourself in the marketplace for the right job at the right pay and for you to feel awesome about it. That's the missing link for so many women. They don't know how to translate their feelings of awesomeness into their work because it's been such a disconnect for so many years, literally decades. And we pull the soul and the job together. That's what we help you do. We help you weave it together so that you're a whole, complete person. And so when you ask for more, when you ask for a promotion, when you interview for a cool job, you feel awesome about it. Just absolutely awesome about it. And here's the cool thing. You have these skills and techniques for life. And we support you ongoing. It's a great thing. It's awesome. I'm so happy I thought about it. I'm so happy I did it. I'm so happy I had these problems. I'm so happy that I had these problems in my career and I fixed them. So now I have a solution for other women who are in exactly the same situation. And after I found the solution for myself, after my breast cancer journey 12 years ago, we're going to be celebrating that puppy in November. Let me tell you, when I found the solution for me, and I began living and working differently, my career took off, my happiness took off, my ability to feel like I was contributing and helping grow and nurture talent and build organizations, off the charts, off the charts. I'm still in touch with a lot of those folks who I used to work with. Matter of fact, one of them sends me clients. When we are able to be who we truly are and be powerful and weave that into our career, our job no longer steals from us in both our soul and our pocketbook. Because if that's not how you're living in your work, you're probably not living there in your personal life either. You can't be miserable at work and be super happy and fulfilled at home. It just doesn't work. You're pretending one way or the other. You're pretending in one of those if that's what's going on. If your soul is dead and depleted, it's dead and depleted when you go home. And we see women who are on the verge of really a lot of personal strife because of this, or they have accepted a lot of personal strife just like they're accepting it at work. So when we start to change your soul and build your confidence and your inner version of you up, you can now change the dynamics at work. And we do this sometimes with women in the same job, getting them into a promotion or into a special project or into something more, and they're feeling happy and excited about their job. Either way, when you're feeling happy and excited about who you are and what you bring to the table, everything shifts. And then we help negotiate and strategize for your future. It's really lovely stuff. Again, I want to make sure that everyone understands. Oh, Paula, sorry, your comments coming back in. I want to make sure that everyone understands what I'm truly saying. What I'm truly saying is this: when you accept something less from your job, role, definition, contribution, money, your job is robbing you and you are letting it happen. You are saying, go right ahead, steal from my future, steal from my soul, steal from my self-esteem. Go right ahead. And when you are complicit in that, you actually have to be in denial, because it's pretty horrible to allow that to go on and to keep living with yourself, because you're not happy with yourself when that's going on. It's a worthiness issue. And that worthiness issue translates into massive, massive underperforming in your career and massive financial losses. The math is pretty easy to do. Whatever you're losing this year because you're not playing at the level that you're built for, you figure out that math, and then you figure out 2 years, 3 years, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus, if you're working for another 20 years, you do that math. And you can't even do the math on your soul, because if you're playing at that level and not feeling that you're at the level you're built for, your soul is taking a toll you can't even possibly add up. You cannot do the math on that. So your soul is getting depleted, and it's going to eventually be so toxic it's going to cost you a disease. That's the way that plays out. And the financial ramifications are costing you real money. Now, every single day in our coaching workshop, we have women say, but all my friends say I shouldn't be looking for a job right now. We've got women going for more money, better titles, better jobs, being relocated by companies. I mean, if you want to think that the sky is falling and buy into that truth, go right ahead. That's going to cost you too. It's going to cost you happiness and money as well. If you're staying in your current job and you know that you're being underpaid, ignored, bullied, just like Kadisha who wants to quit, like, you're not where you need to be. You've got to do something about it before it takes a final toll. Debbie Grant, nice to see you. You cannot do the math on your soul. Love the emojis. And I'm looking forward to seeing you this weekend at our retreat, Debbie Grant. Really looking forward to that. So all of this being robbed by your job is up to you to fix. It's up to you to change it. What are you waiting for? Please don't tell me you're waiting for God to change it, because God is waiting for you to change it. Your God is saying, oh yeah, you want something more? You got to show me. And then I'll put you a favor. See, God expects us to take the action and make the move. If you're waiting for divine intervention, you're sitting back being miserable. It's not going to happen. It doesn't work that way. You can look at your life and prove it to yourself in about an instant. You get the favor of your God by taking action. You get the favor of things going in the direction of your dreams by taking moves toward your dreams. You don't get the favor of that if you stay in hell. If you stay in hell, you've basically locked the contract in for more hell. And you're going to be robbed of earnings. You're going to be robbed of your soul. You're going to have a worthiness issue. And if you decide to change jobs or quit, it will just get worse until you decide to claim your worth. That's the way it works, plain and simply. We have an amazing team of coaches in my workshop, one of the best resume and LinkedIn experts on the planet. She can't fix the broken soul, and she can't put a great resume on top of someone who doesn't feel worthy. And you're not going to go for the right jobs if you don't feel that you're worthy of something more. You've got to fix that piece. And that's why we go into that first thing. The very, very first thing that we do is we help you fix your soul, that infinite power that will fuel you to your dreams. Debbie Grant, I have witnessed miracles by watching you change your life and change your soul. And Debbie, just going to shout out to you a little bit. A couple of years ago at our annual retreat, she gave me a tool belt. It was a toy tool belt from a kid's play set. And she basically said, you gave me more tools than this to fix my soul and fix my career. So I'm always delighted to see you here, Debbie Grant, and really, really excited to continue to see you grow and develop and do so much more with your talents and with your soul. So, ladies, please take stock as we start a new month, as we go into a reset. Basically, we're in a big humanitarian reset. I'm sure you've noticed. It's up to you to decide what you're worth, what you want to do, the action that you must take, and if you can do it alone or not. And I'm going to tell you, this is how you can decide. Look at what you've done on your own and then decide, is that what you want? And if that's not what you want, then you need help. It's just like when I used to do home improvements, which were small and minor. I couldn't hang a ceiling fan by myself. I couldn't do it. I could change out a light fixture, a light socket, the switch. I could do that. I could do minor repairs because it didn't have so much complexity or heaviness to it. But when you get into a ceiling fan and it has to have that brace and the ceiling has to be there and the stuff has to be wired for both power and light, and that's beyond me. I needed to hire experts. And so your career is where it is because that's what you're able to do on your own. That's just the way it is. There's no shame in that. I hired my first coach in the year 2000 when I was banging my head up against a wall as a vice president in a health system. You can look at my LinkedIn profile and figure out where that was. And I have never regretted any coach I've hired or any amount of money that I have spent on myself investing in my personal growth. I haven't regretted one time that I invested in myself. And when I truly integrated the work of myself into what I do for a living, when I truly integrated it, it wasn't just out here, go to a conference, read a book, have a coach tell me something. When you take it out of the intellectual reading and attending conferences and you integrate it into who you are, and day after day, week after week, over a period of time, working with experts, you're able to integrate it into your real life. That's when true change happens. True change does not happen reading a book. You might get inspired, interesting ideas, but you're not integrating it. You're not changing your life by reading a book. I'm sorry. I may have probably read more books than you. That didn't do it for me. It doesn't do it for you. It is an amazing, amazing, life-changing thing when you integrate what you know and your self-worth and your soul. Thank you, Debbie Grant. Thank you, Debbie Grant. And no regrets on there. And for our new lady, Martha, it's so great to see you. I know it's amazing how just stepping into your power and owning your truth and saying, show me the way, give me good strategies, help me see how awesome I am. We've got that whole recipe. And Martha, congratulations. And I'm looking forward to coaching you this week and making it happen for you. Paige, another gem. So happy to have seen you grow and blossom and the work that you're doing now. I love it. Debbie Grant, you went from having a kick-ass tool belt to having a badass tool belt. That's awesome. That's really, really awesome. So as you kick off this month, I want you to take a stock. What is your job robbing you of? And make a determination to fix it. Fix it. It's up to you to fix it. Here's the link to get started. It starts with a complimentary career clarity call. Why? Because we want to help you break it down and see what's truly going on. MoFaul.com/live clarity helps you get that sense of what's truly going on. And then we want to talk to you a little bit about what you want to do, what's possible for you. And we'll help you do the math. Trust me. That's one of the big things that we do on the big show you the mirror. This is what's going on in your life right now, your career right now, and a little bit of your life. And this is where you want to go. Bridging that gap is going to save you that much money. It's going to help you earn that much more. It's going to help you feel that much better. I know. It's pretty compelling. And we're darn good at what we do. So there you have it. Yes, indeed, Paula. Again, really looking forward to seeing you fly forward as well to the next level and beyond. And folks, don't think that you're too far from whatever we can fix. If you're a professional woman with a expertise and an experience that you've leveraged in the marketplace, it's just not where you ought to be playing. If you've got education that is just way more than what you're doing for a living, we can more than likely help you, but you have to take responsibility and you have to be coachable. You absolutely have to be coachable. So many beautiful, wonderful clients here with us today. I love each and every one of you ladies, and watching your journeys and helping you lift yourself up, find your soul, get a clear strategy about who you are, and really dig in and create massive traction to up level, get new jobs, increase your business, your earnings, your promotional capabilities, and have all the tools that you need. It's my deep satisfaction to watching all of that come together. All right, this is Motivational Monday. As you can tell by some of our client posts, we've got a big retreat happening this week, and I'm super excited. I'm like a kid at Christmas over it. We're going to really, really dive in with some of these ladies. We've got 41 beautiful souls coming to our online retreat. Yes, we had to pivot. Yes, we did, but we got it going on, and it's probably going to be better than ever because we had to dig deep and make it more. And so we have indeed. For those of you who are just getting started on your journey back to yourself, back to your soul, book that complimentary career clarity call. That's where it starts. MoFaul.com/live clarity. For all of you clients who are here, thank you. Grateful and feeling so blessed that you trust me and my team to help lift you. For those ladies who are coming to the retreat this weekend, I can't wait. Looking so forward to it. And I'm really excited about all of your futures. I'm excited about our future as humanity. I'm excited about where we are going on this planet. I am not distracted by the chaos because chaos always precedes massive improvement. Always. Always. There's never been an exception. Never. So we are going to be moving our ladies into the future before it comes, and they are going to be feeling awesome. If you're in my kick-ass career coaching program right now, look out. We've got some amazing, amazing stuff for you, and your soul is going to thank you for choosing you. And Debbie Grant and Gloria, Tarina, Paula, let's see who else is coming to the retreat. That's who I got so far on the comments here. We'll see you on Thursday, and we're ready to get rocking and rolling. Life is but a dream, but you've got to lift your soul into the highest vibration that your divine creator made you for. That's the secret. That's what we do. Let's kick some ass and bring your soul back to life. It is clarity call time. MoFaul.com/live clarity. Let's get things going for you because you are an important human being on this planet. See you all next Monday, Motivational Monday. This is kick-ass coach Mo Faul at mofaul.com. Let's get your soul and your career revved up. See you next time.